We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's... That one played out, but we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lions 7, Chargers 0. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about a good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Herbert now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. An extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And Sharp calls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Seven, our score after one. Here's 2nd and 10. Time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Morris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 12-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way we do it.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A quick throw there out to Williams. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
14 yards is the pickup there, but they'll still lead to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Herbert on first down now. Gets this one to Morris. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Herbert throwing again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, LA! Chris Godwin. As the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go.
final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 22, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the... zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tannehill looking to throw. It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3. They snap it to Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Morris. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is a counter play. Eckler. And some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hopkins with the extra point and gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, right? The same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, these defenders defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. Now it's Herbert. Being chased out left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting. I guarantee you, quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Again, Tannehill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark from 19 yards away. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
49, Lions 30. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First down is away.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's Tannehill. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
49, Lions 37.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.